Hey home cooks, it's appetizer time, and today I am making crab stuffed mushrooms. Welcome back, I'm Lisa Marie, and if this is your first time on this channel, thanks for joining me. Now let's get to these mushrooms. So I'm gonna get the mushrooms prepped, and I've already done this. I've wiped off the top of the mushroom with a very slightly damp towel, like ever so slight, just to get any dirt that might be on there. Don't ever wash the mushrooms. It's better just to wipe them, otherwise they get waterlogged and they don't cook as well. So I'm gonna get these prepped, and I'm just gonna pop out the little stem. So you have that. It does make a little popping sound. If you start to feel a little resistance, just kind of gently move around, because if you don't, you'll split the mushroom and then the mushroom cap won't be great to stuff, but just a little note. Now I'm gonna place these on a baking sheet that has some parchment paper on it, so I can stuff them and then just put them in the oven. I'm gonna get the herbs prepped, so I have a little tarragon. A little bit of Italian parsley. You get a little garlic in there. And I'm going to add a little onion. Oh my gosh, those are strong. I cannot even see. Woo! Just a side note, you can use yellow onion instead of red. I just happen to have red, and onion and crab is delicious together. So yellow onion, red onion, it's all good. So I'm gonna move over to the stove because I need to cook a few things up. I have olive oil. I'm gonna grab a spatula. We're gonna take that garlic and those red onion and just soften those up a bit. A good indicator is you're starting to smell the garlic and smell the onions, and you don't want it to go past that. So now I'm gonna take the crab and I'm gonna add that in there. Make sure you break it up, because remember, you're gonna stuff it into the mushrooms. Now I use fresh crab in this. You could use canned crab, which I think I have. I'm from the Bay Area. I like my fresh crab. Just saying. Let's add in our herbs. A little paprika, a little bit of salt, a little pepper, and I'm gonna add in the breadcrumbs. Again, make sure you break up the crab as best you can. I'm just gonna put that in a bowl. Be careful when you do that. The pan is hot and heavy. And I'm just gonna let this cool down a bit. And while that's cooling down, I'm gonna crack an egg. And I'm gonna make sure I get that whipped. And that's gonna bind this together. Now I want to cool this down just a little bit more, because I don't want to have scrambled eggs in here. I'm not trying to go for that. I mean, I guess it still would be good, but that's not what I want. So while this is cooling, I need to take my butter and melt it, because I'm going to brush it onto the mushroom caps, and it's perfect timing because this will cool down. Brush the mushrooms, da 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 da. You get it. So I melted the butter. I did it in the microwave. You could do it on the stove top, but it just needs to be melted one way or the other. And I'm just gonna brush the tops and bottoms of the mushroom. And that's gonna give it a nice brown color, a little golden brown. I'm a little messy, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna go back and that egg I had whipped up, I'm gonna add to the crab mixture. What that's gonna do is help bind it together. And move quickly because we don't want what? Scrambled eggs. So let's put these all together. I got a little spoon. I'm gonna grab a mushroom. I'm just gonna do it over the mushroom so if I drop anything, it lands in there. And stuff it pretty tight. Get as much as you can. And it's okay because the egg is binding it together if a little bit kind of comes off on the top. So you know, this will make about 30 mushrooms, so we have 15 here, so I would do a second round, but you don't need to see me cook 2 rounds of mushrooms. But hang in there, because I'll show you something you could do if you just want to cook the mushrooms and you want to cook it in something different. But let's finish this first. So the last thing I'm going to do, add a little Parmesan cheese on top of these. And now I'm going to pop these in the oven for about 15 minutes at 375 degrees. If you don't want to make 30 mushrooms and you're going to have some of the filling left over, I would grab a bell pepper. I just happen to have a red one in there, and I would stuff that and roast that. So. Okay, pure transparency. I don't know why I cut it like that. I guess I'm so used to chopping things up. So we're gonna just do this. I decided we're gonna make little boats instead of doing little stuffed boats. So what I did was I cut it in half, which I still don't know why I did what I did. This may not even work, but remember you could just stuff a whole one. Guys, this might be a happy accident. I don't know. Just stay with me here. I mean, it might work. Okay, I'm always talking about playing in the kitchen and just like freestyling. This is freestyling. I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese on this, and I'm gonna pop it in the toaster oven, 375 for 15 minutes, and we're gonna cross our fingers. But I think this is gonna work. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna check on the mushrooms. Looking good. So those are so easy to make, and I think we need to check on that experiment. We know these came out good. Let's see what happened there. They came out pretty good. Little bell pepper boats. That's why I say just play in the kitchen. You never know what's gonna happen. If you want to see more appetizer videos, check out these, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you know every time I put out a new video. I can't wait to dive into these. Let me know if you make them in the comment below. And whoo, thanks for watching. Keep having fun in the kitchen, and I will see you in the next video.